morning, everyone. You guys seem pretty, down right now, is it? Or is it just too early in the morning? Let's just coffee down the way. Yeah.
Only you should make it, not coffee people also should make it.
Yeah, agreed. But we have to live with that till about, for say, another couple of hours before we take the first tea break. You guys are up?
Yeah.
I can't feel that, really. Why is that so? I cannot feel that you guys are up.
We are.
You guys are?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, let's lay down some rules before we start today's session. And we have 2 more sessions at personal time. We have 2 more sessions coming up, that's tomorrow and the after. So let's lay down some ground rules first. We all are working professionals, right? So as I see it, I assume that you guys have put your mobiles on silent. In case someone hasn't, please put it on silent. Because here are the penalties if your mobile rings in the room. You have to sing a song. Irrespective of gender, irrespective of caste, irrespective of nationality, irrespective of anything else, you have to sing a song if your mobile rings. However, if it's very urgent and it vibrates, you have to take the call, feel free to walk out, take the call and then come back. Okay, that's the rule. But shouldn't ring in the class, right? First. Secondly, we'll be having 2 breaks today, tomorrow and the after as well. We'll decide a time to come back to the class. Those people who will be late will again be penalized. Ideally, I love, listening to songs from people, so I'll make you sing the song again. So those are the 2 prime penalties: A, for coming in late; B, for your mobile ringing. Right? Are we all fine on that? Yeah? Okay, great. So all mobiles on silent, I assume. Mine's on silent as well. Okay, so let's start today's session. This guy, Simon Singh, he says, leadership is about people feel safe. It's about making people feel safe. When someone feels hurt, they feel safe. What does that mean? Okay, let me give another brief before we start up. Unfortunately, this room looks like a classroom, which I'll tell them tomorrow that should not look like, because it's training, it's not a classroom. We'll go in a participative methodology, okay? So I won't do bulk of talking, we all will talk. We'll discuss what's on the slides, what I'll tell you, we'll discuss it out so that we participate, and I learn from you guys and you guys learn from me, and that's how it goes, right? So, first up, leadership is about making people safe. When someone feels hurt, they feel safe. What does that mean? Oh, come on, you guys are still
You know
sleeping.
that someone is there with you, you feel comfortable speaking to them.
Fair enough.
But they will be honest that something may hurt you, but this will be good for you.
Fair enough. Anyone else? You guys are still sleeping. My God, you guys are still sleeping.
If people listen to you, you feel that they care about you.
Great, wonderful. What else? Ma'am, anything from you?
Make them comfortable if they are not. Like if they find something is hard or something is like not suit them, or I don't know.
You guys are all bankers. Bankers are used to getting up early in the morning. How come you guys are still sleeping? You're not bankers? Why not? Oh, you're from HR, okay. Fair enough. But still, oh my God, HR should be waking up early before everyone else. Why are you guys still sleeping? Okay, it's time for an exercise first. I was to do it after the break, but since you guys are sleeping, let's have an exercise first. Please stand up from your seats. Okay, I want you all to spread your arms like this. Okay? And as I say, 1, 2, 3, okay? On the first, you'll swing your arms like this. 1, 2, 3, and then you have to say yes. And you have to shout at the top of your voices. Okay? And I literally mean shout, and I can give you a demo of that as well if you want. Okay? And you can hear me out loud. So let's start. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
Yes! Okay, I was singly louder than all of you collected together. Isn't it, sir? Isn't it so? That's how I want you guys to be loud. That's loud. Okay? So we'll do it once more. And I want everyone to shout, scream at the top of your voices. Okay? Let's do it once more. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay, again I was simply the loudest, isn't it? Then why are you guys not shouting? Guys, this is not a classroom. This is training. You have to be alive in the training. If you guys are sleepy, you won't catch anything. I cannot wake you up, guys. This is not a lecture. This is training. And this will be interactive based training. Okay? So we'll do it once more. I want you guys to be extremely loud because this time I won't shout, I'll hear you guys scream. Let's do it once more. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Fair enough. Have a seat, please. Thank you. So I assume you guys are up now? Right? No? Still not. Okay. I'll exempt you since you're HR. Okay. So let's get back to this quote. People feel safe when they are heard. What does that mean?
So if you're in trouble, if you need, like somebody to use and somebody to guidance, then you can approach somebody who is a mentor or somebody.
Fair enough. What else?
You feel yourself confident?
Fair enough. What else? Have you guys ever been in a conflict management or anger management or conflict resolution kind of a course? Or any other previous leadership courses that you've attended? Anyone? No one? Okay. What we say in terms of conflict management or resolution is somehow similar to this gentleman talking. What we say is when someone is in trouble or when someone is angry, you just hear them out. When you hear them out, half of the problem is resolved. And you build up something that's called a repo. You guys know what a repo is? What's a repo?
A relationship.
Relationship? What else? Ma'am, what's a repo? Yep. I need you guys to volunteer. I cannot just talk for 4 hours. If I talk for 4 hours, trust me, we all go to sleep. Yes, ma'am. What's a repo?
Communication stuff.
Fair enough. HR, what's a repo? I'm sorry, I'll call you HR now. Is that fine?
Okay, so I think to do the bank, something is called comfort, like relationship.
Fair enough.
Trustworthy relationship where you can.
Fair enough. Great. So a repo is about building up a reputation. It's about building up a bond so that you start talking, so that the conversation starts, so that the communication starts. Ultimately, leadership is all about making people safe. Means it's all about hearing out people. It's all about making people secure. It's about all that, I know you're having problems. I'm here for you. I'm there for you. That attitude is the ultimate crux of leadership, and that's what we'll be talking about over the next 3 days. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Can't hear you guys.
Yes.
Wonderful. You know what's the sound of yes actually? Why did we do this exercise, by the way? I'm sorry, I just skipped the outcome of that activity. Why did we do this exercise in the first place? Energize, wake up, yes. What else? Fresh. What else? Yes, ma'am. Confidence. What else? Active. Yes. What else? The sound of yes is actually a positive energy. A positive energy. Those of you who...
This is effective leadership skill, yeah?
Yep, both are actually.
Oh,
Did they give you room 20 or room 14?
they told me 20.
So, where were we? What were we talking about?
Yes.
Yes, sound. When you're having a bad morning, sometimes you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't mean literally on the wrong side of the bed, but sometimes you wake up and you say, "Not my day." Yeah, that bankers do feel every day. Yeah, sorry, but I mean my sympathies with the bankers because they have to be in the bank by 9:30. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, other sectors, they don't mind getting up at 9:30, getting into their office at 10. HR doesn't mind coming to the office at 11, but okay, she's not listening. Anyways, coming back to the point. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. So when you feel that you've woken up on the wrong side of the bed, try giving yourself that sound of yes, the positive energy flowing into you, and you'll see how things turn around for you. We'll give some other tips as well when we talk about the body postures and everything later on in this presentation only. But it's time to move on from this slide. It's been there for a long time now. Some facts. I'm sure you would have heard a lot of them. First, people do not leave jobs. They leave their managers. Recently, I came across a joke whereby someone who had resigned actually came back to the HR saying that I want to retrieve my resignation, I want to join my job back again. And the HR asked, why? He said, because the firm has hired my manager as well. So that's why I want to come back to my previous job. Okay? So people do not leave jobs, they leave managers. Why is that?
Because they're not comfortable with the person, they don't like
Not comfortable?
Yeah.
Managers
not
don't like them?
comfortable, exactly, yeah.
Sorry?
Not comfortable with
Not
the
comfortable?
manager.
Yes, ma'am. You're so silent since morning.
They rely on them because like their performance is decided by their manager, their training, their development, everything is dependent on their manager.
Fair enough. Yes, ma'am.
So if they're not getting the support that they need, then
Support. Excellent. Yes, ma'am. Anyone from here?
Mission values won't match.
Vision, values don't match. Excellent. What else? We're coming across very amazing terms that we were to, come across tomorrow or maybe later on the day. But okay, values and visions don't match. What else?
Probably they cannot just adapt the style of the manager from each one has different styles.
Absolutely. Fair enough. What else?
Misunderstanding.
Sorry?
That relationship. Misunderstanding. And then
Misunderstanding. Yes, ma'am?
no growth.
No growth. Fair enough. See, in a job there are two things. In a job there are two things. Everywhere you go there are two things. Systems and people. Okay? System is there. People don't complain the system. People complain about people. And manager is the immediate first person you always look forward to. Like when you're at your home, you look forward to in your early ages, in young ages, you look forward to your parents, you look forward to your father, you look forward to your mother. Similarly, when you go to a job, you look after your manager to solve your problems, right? Whether it be your increments, your promotions, your performance management, your KPIs, your KPOs, your objectives, you look forward to your manager. If your manager is not able to satisfy those, people get tired of them, and then people start leaving. And the next three are further more interesting stats. 70% of Asian bankers feel their superiors lack leadership skills. 70%. It's a huge number, isn't it? Does that mean our managers are incompetent? Does that mean our managers are incompetent? No? Are you sure? 70% is a huge number. It's more than 2/3. Yes, ma'am.
They have skills, but they're not projecting them.
Excellent. Maybe they have skills and not projecting them. What else?
they need more training.
Absolutely. They need, okay, since it's training, I won't call it training, but maybe they need a bit more polishing. Yeah, more polishing. What else? We were doing recently an HR audit project, and we realized in that project that what's lacking is communication. Tremendously. There's a big gap of communication. The manager says he should come to me. The subordinate says he should call me. Big gap. I'm quoting a particular case study, not generalizing it, but quoting a particular case study, something that's observed very widely. So 70% feel their managers lack leadership skills. Huge number. Right? Another stats. 63% bankers may switch for lesser salary but a better leader. How does that sound? This was one of the most interesting stats I came across. 63% of bankers may switch for a lesser salary, a better leader. Some subtle smiles on the faces. 63% may leave for a lesser salary but a better manager. What does that mean?
It means job satisfaction is dependent on their manager.
Fair enough. Yes. Good. What else? Sir, you're pretty silent. Please, ma'am.
You should be happy, not like demotivated. Oh my god, I have to see his face again.
Absolutely. Excellent. That came directly from the heart. I hope your manager isn't around. I really hope your manager isn't around. Yes, sir. You're pretty silent.
I can deal with this exactly because with us as a bankers, we care about being a leader more than being a banker. Since we know the situation of the market, we know how the people work. Because when you will feel comfortable inside of you, then you can perform better. And you can plus you have
Bonuses. Bankers have awesome bonuses. That's one thing why I envy all the bankers across the world. Anyhow, coming back to the point. this sentence to me, it means that money is not the only thing in this world. It's not the top thing in this world, right? And it also is in line with a lot of motivational theories which say that monetary rewards are not the only forms of rewards. There are a lot more rewards than money that matter at the end of the day. And as per this sentence, I believe, and I assume most of you would agree, you have the right to disagree, that money is secondary, having a better manager is a primary motive. Isn't it?
Yes.
So that is another essential fact that I came across. And lastly, 70% of employees may switch for a lesser salary but a better leader. So this one was for bankers. This is generalized across the board. 70% may switch for a better manager, and the banking sector 63%, which still means banking sector is still better than the other sectors. Yep. Okay. Let's move to this program, leadership skills for bankers. Now, across these 3 days, you guys already have the slides with you. You can take them home. Feel free to keep them here and come back tomorrow. We'll try to be on the schedule as much as possible. As communicated earlier to one of your colleagues, we'll be ending by 2, but depending on the level of interest that we have, we might end up at 1. We might end up at 3, right? Okay. In this course, I'm committing you one thing. Not that at the end of 3 days, when you walk out of this door, you'll become a leader. I'm not saying that. I'm not committing that. But what I'm committing to you is, we'll definitely talk about some skills that make us a better leader, and I'll give you some tips and tricks on how to practice them. Because as a doctor, as a consultant, I can only give you guidelines, prescription. I cannot make you eat the medicine. Right? Does that make sense? Great, fair enough. So that's my commitment to you guys. Content of the day today, what we'll be covering is, we'll be understanding what leadership is, leaders versus manager. We'll talk about leaders are born or made, essential skills of an effective leader. We'll discuss followership. We'll discuss decision-making strategies. Now, a lot of these content might sound a bit, childish or university level to you, like for example, leaders versus managers. But we'll look at them from a different perspective this time. We'll look at them from our perspective this time. Okay? So the content, the title might sound a bit childish, but the content forthcoming is of value that I really want to communicate. Okay? Introductions. Let's start with the introductions. Here's my introduction. As most of you know, since you guys have seen the profile and everything, my name is Muntazir Haider. I'm a consultant, I'm a trainer, I'm a coach. I've worked with a lot of financial clients. I've worked with actually across various sectors. But in terms of banking sector, in terms of financial sectors, we've worked with a lot of banks, a lot of non-banking financial institutions. That includes Mushrik, that includes Standard Chartered, that includes Al Hurair Investments as well. My personal experience, I've been in the industry for about 10 years now, and I've had the experience of selling Coke, soda, unbranded soda can, going up to a luxury villa. So that means about 1 dirham or 1.5 dirham going up to some millions. So that's my experience. We've helped a lot of SMEs, a lot of multinational, a lot of companies in establishing their departments and moving ahead with growth. I'm a lecturer as well in different universities. If anyone wants to know more about me, here's a link to my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to browse through. Now I want to have introduction from you guys. So we'll start off with your name. I want to know your name. Okay? Then what you do. Third question is the most important one. Do you believe you're different? And please don't tell me that everyone is different. Everyone is different, but not a lot of people believe that. Okay? So if you think you're different, you have to tell us why you're different. Okay? Then what do you want to do in life? And finally, have you ever achieved something that you aimed and achieved? Okay? And if you want to share the experience, that would be wonderful. It might take about half an hour to get done with this introduction, but this is a foundation I want to lay for this leadership course. So who should we start off with? Any volunteers? Yes ma'am, please go ahead.